Can you do a full breakdown of No Longer You and the hidden melodies and motifs and choirs? Yes, I can. So the first thing I want to get out of the way is, what are the voices chanting in that second chorus of No Longer You? And it's this: siren song, Scylla throat, mutiny, lightning bolt, hurt Poseidon, kill all the suitors for love. Siren song, suffering, Scylla throat, Scylla, mutiny, lightning bolt, Thunderbringer, hurt Poseidon, 600 strike, kill all the suitors for love, Odysseus. Now let's break down what the prophet sees in this chorus. Also, before I go into these, I just want to say, if you guys interpreted some of these differently, that's totally fine. I just want you guys to enjoy the song and have a good time. I see a song of past romance. We see this with the siren impersonating Penelope in Suffering. I see the sacrifice of man. We see this in Scylla when Odysseus sacrifices 6 of his men to Scylla. I see portrayals of betrayal. We see this in the song Mutiny in 2 ways. 1, Eurylochus sees Odysseus' actions as a betrayal, and 2, Odysseus sees Eurylochus' then mutiny as a betrayal. Betrayal and a brother's final stand. Now you could attribute this to mutiny, or you could attribute this to the end of Thunderbringer right before Zeus's lightning bolt hits, when Eurylochus and the rest of the crew are trying to take Odysseus down with them. I see you on the brink of death. Sorry, my voice is gone. We see Odysseus on the edge of a cliff in Love in Paradise. I see you draw your final breath. We see this at the end of Get in the Water when Odysseus metaphorically dies and is reborn as a monster. But it's no longer you. Odysseus is a monster now. Another cool thing is that in the second verse of No Longer You, we hear this choir vocal singing the melody of the danger motif when Tiresias is saying, I see your palace covered in red. We hear a choir going, ah, 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 ah. This is because in Song 38, Odysseus, when Odysseus is slaughtering all the suitors, the background vocals that are singing the words Odysseus, they're singing it in the danger motif. So we hear Odysseus, 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 Odysseus. Another fun thing that I'd like to think about every now and then is in the beginning when Tiresias says, there is a world where I help you get home, but that's not a world I know. I like to imagine that as like Tiresias seeing the other versions of the Odyssey, like the original, like the Odyssey, right? Or other interpretations of that. A little multiverse theory. This is irrelevant right now, but this might be relevant if I ever do a fighting game for Epic. And then at the end of No Longer You, we get a direct foreshadowing moment to the end of Song 38, Odysseus. From an audio standpoint, we hear Odysseus, which is exactly what we hear at the end of Song 38, Odysseus. And from a visual standpoint, Odysseus sees this red-eyed monster-looking thing in the underworld, not realizing he's looking at himself. For that is the monster that slays all the suitors.